Yes, hello everybody. This is Ray from Race United, and I'm back again, guys. Today is the day that I'm going to talk about a lot of things for the first time. I'm going to talk about so many different things. Trust me, so many different things. And of course, today I've ensured that it's members only. So members only meaning only members can chat. So if you're not a member, unfortunately, you can't chat. You may be able to phone in, have a conversation with me, and do whatever it is that you do. But today we're going to talk about so many different things. And in case you don't know, today is episode 24 of the live phoning show, the Pi Network live phoning show. So it's going to be a great day, guys. It's going to be a great day. Stay tuned. And of course, if you're a member, you know what to do. Or even if you're a subscriber or not a subscriber, hit that like button and smash the subscriber button, of course. And if you want to become a member to enjoy this properly, because now I need to force you to become a member to enjoy this properly. So, there you'll be able to comment, and your comments would definitely be relevant because I want to prioritize members lately because they're paying money. And if I don't prioritize them with the comments, it will not be great. So that's my own thing. Today, we're going to talk about a few things. So you need to stay tuned till the end. I'll be talking about the KYC update of the mass KYC update. I've got some updates for you on that one. Um, I'll be briefly touching on the Pi apps ready in the second quarter. So we are in the second quarter, which will end on 30th of June, 2022. And then, of course, I'll be talking a little bit about the Pi network account safety. And then I'll also delve slightly into enclosed network, which is ongoing. I'll explain exactly certain things that people have misconstrued, and then mainnet migration date is set. I'm going to elaborate on the video I sent, released a few days ago, and then we'll talk about open network, which will follow mainnet migration, and then I'll also delve deep into the date and why the date is set at what is set. If you haven't seen the video, please go watch that video because it's there for all of you. Now, today definitely I'm going to talk about a lot of things, trust me. So smash the like button, guys. Don't forget, you need to smash the like button. Yes, I can see that you're smashing it, so I'm happy about that. What else did I want to talk about? Yes, so before I delve deep into the video, I want to show you some overlays, and just take note. So I released a few videos recently, and I'm going to elaborate on those videos so you will understand, because sometimes when I release the video, it's a 10 to 15 minute segment or 10 to 15 minutes long. So it means that I'm not able to actually have proper conversations with you. You get what I'm saying? But when we get into these live shows, I'm able to have conversations with you. I'm able to talk to you. I'm able to tell you exactly what I meant by what I said in the videos. So, for instance, this video that I did, the mass KYC update that I gave you, I'll elaborate more on that. And then, of course, I'll also delve into this one, which is the open network launch date set. I'll talk about that in detail so you would know. I'll also talk about the mainnet migration date revealed by myself, of course, in confidence. And I'll also talk about the latest video, which doesn't seem popular with you people, but it doesn't matter. This one in particular, I'll talk about it, and which is the Pi Network account safety. And I said, else you could lose your Pi or Pi account. And this is something serious that I need people to take. So those are the things I'll be talking about, and without further ado, I'll just delve straight to the point. So mass KYC updates. Now, recently, if you guys remember, the core team tried to tell us some things. They tried to let us know that there was going to be the mass KYC is still in the pipeline, but they needed people, all of us, to be able to ensure that the countries that are sort of bottlenecked, which means that it's so difficult for them to be able to get their Pi network mass KYC done, the core team themselves would did it for them. Of course they have to have valid IDs and all of that, but because they don't have validators, they want them to get authenticated via KYC, and then when that happens, they could become validators, and then of course help their region or territory speed up the KYC process. So that's what was said, and therefore they're bootstrapping them, which means that they're giving them the advantage slightly over countries where logistics are much easier to come by. You get what I'm saying? So that's what's happening with the mass KYC updates. And so I told you guys that look, mass KYC. I've always advocated the KYC by invitation, but it was something that I advocated for as a start. So eventually, it will lead to the mass KYC. Now, when they tried a few things and the server got jammed and all of that, so they know that they need to work hard on the service and all of that. And to do that means they have to ensure that they get everything right. I'm talking about the core team. And that's exactly what they're doing. So they're trying to get everything or most things right. So all of you, including myself, will not find any issues when we're doing the liveness check and all of that, because there were problems with all of that. They're trying to ensure that we don't have problems with that. So that is that for the KYC. If you have any questions, when we do the phone in or when the phone in is up, you can phone in and then ask your questions. Now, the Pi apps are ready in the second quarter. Now, we are in the second quarter. Remember that. We are in the second quarter. We started on the 1st of April and it will end on 30th of June. So on 30th of June, it will end. However, don't clip this. What I'm saying is sometime soon, it could be now, it could be tomorrow, it could be next week, next 2 weeks, next 3 weeks, in a month's time, we are going to have the Pi apps ready. So, I mean, the utility apps, they're going to be ready. So once they're ready, and it's all on condition. You see, everything is tagging along smoothly, but steadily. So what they're trying to do is that there's a condition attached to it. They have to have a certain amount of people who are, KYC to ensure that, they can work on that, because there has to be mainnet migration as well. So if there is no mainnet migration, we can't have this happening. You get what I'm saying? So that's also something that is going to happen, and it's happening. It's going to happen very, very soon in this second quarter. So keep an eye on that one. Of course, I want to just delve a little bit, not too deep, into the Pi account safety, Pi network account safety. So I told you guys the other time that if you want to watch the video that I released the other time, watch it, and you would find I said so many things, including ensuring that you update your password and your email. So when I say update it, meaning make sure that your email is what it says it is, because some people would invite you to give out or give up your Pi ID and all of that. Be very careful with that. You don't want to be giving out your Pi ID to people, because that's when you could compromise your account. So I said a lot of things in that account safety video. Go there and watch it, and give your comments and your feedbacks and everything, and I'll get back to you on that one. That is a very, very, very good video. Like I said, enclosed network is ongoing. So guys, don't take it for granted. Enclosed network is ongoing. However, because the KYC process is kind of dragging at the moment, because I said I don't like using the word slow because it's relative. Yeah. So I don't like using the word slow, because it's not slow, it's dragging. And closed network is still ongoing. Remember that. It is ongoing. And right now, as we speak, a lot of things are happening behind the scenes. I can't tell you so many things, but right now, a lot of things are happening behind the scenes. And in my opinion, patience is going to be a virtue that all of us have to possess. I believe we do possess it. Some people have a certain level of patience, some have a certain level of patience, but it's all patience. Some can be impatience. But we have to be patient enough to give the core team the time they need to ensure that once we fully get into the enclosed network, things that are going to be done are we're going to have mainnet migration. Obviously, the Pi apps are going to be released and ratified very, very soon. And then, of course, the open network, which I'm going to talk about very soon as well. So all of these things are going to happen within this enclosed network. Enclosed network is after the enclosed network. Open network is after the enclosed network. But within the enclosed network, these are the things that will be happening. KYC is still happening. So that is the main thing. And then we'll have, in between, we'll have the Pi apps being readied in this second quarter. And then the main milestone that we will cross very, very soon, which I'm going to talk about, is the mainnet migration, which takes me straight to mainnet migration. So mainnet migration date is set. I told you that, didn't I? The date is set. It's going to be on before or on the day or on and around the day of Pi 2 day. So it's going to be on the 28th of June 2022. I've already told you that. I'm very categorical with that. So you guys need to, obviously, if you want to see more details about it, go watch the video I released about the mainnet migration day, and you would actually find a lot more details about it. But if you've got any questions in relation to that, today is your opportunity to ask questions. Remember that. Today is your opportunity to ask questions. So don't hesitate. Remember, because it's members only chat, you can only chat if you're a member. So only members and of course my moderators who can chat. And that's all I need right now, because I don't want a lot of interruptions when I'm doing my thing. So you can't chat right now. You can only call. So when I put in the link, you will be able to call. Now, mainnet migration date is set, like I told you, that is definitely set. But like I said, wait for the core team to release it. They're not going to tell you that, oh, mainnet migration date is such and such. What they're going to do is just release it. You get what I'm saying? But what we know from the core team is that it is the major milestone after the KYC release. You get what I'm saying? So that is the major milestone. So take note of that. That is definitely happening. People might argue that I don't care. Remember that I don't care. It's 33 million of us, or more than actually. But you have people that would always argue a fact, and it's their right. You get what I'm saying? But it's my right to also give you the fact. And in my opinion, it is going to be released in and around the Pi 2 day period, which is the 28th of June. So always read between the lines when I speak. I'm very meticulous when I speak. I speak the English well, so I tell you exactly how things are. So when I'm speaking, read between the lines. Don't just pick one word and say, Raymond said blah, blah, blah. No, don't do that. Ray said blah, blah, blah. Don't do that. All you need to do is ensure that you read between the lines. And what I said is it could or would be released on that day or in and around the day. So it could be 3 days before, 3 days after, but it's definitely going to be towards the end of June. And my date I've given you is Pi 2 day. Clip it or not, but I can tell you that for sure. So yeah, that this is a very important milestone that we are going to get to, and when we get there, trust me, you are going to realize how fast things are going to move from then. However, it will lead me straight to something else, which I'm going to talk about. That too, I'll talk about in detail. But with this one in particular, mainnet migration, trust me, it's so important. And people might ask, what does that mean? Let me give you a snippet of what that means. But I want you to go watch that video, the mainnet migration date video that I released. Now, mainnet migration means that it's the movement or the transference of your transferable balance, or where is that, to your Pi wallet. Once that movement or migration takes place, it's called the mainnet migration because it's happening within the enclosed network or the firewalled mainnet. It can also happen in the open network, which is the mainnet. However, that's what mainnet migration is. So again, let me explain it to you. Mainnet migration is the movement or the transfer or the transfer of your Pi transferable balance from where is that to your Pi wallet. Once that happens, which you can use, and remember, the transferable balance. The one you've locked up goes straight into lockup, and then the one you haven't locked up, which is the percentage that's left, that's if you haven't locked up 100%, will be transferred into your Pi wallet. That process is what we call mainnet migration. I hope I've explained it clearly enough for you to understand. Somebody's calling me. I need to pick this up very quickly. Yeah, hello. I am live at the moment, so let's speak later, please, or you can come on live. Yeah. Oh, I thought you were like you had the link. Anyway, let me just do it. Bye. All right, guys. So somebody just called me. One of the members, of course. Sorry about that. I have to send him the link again. You see, he's a proper member, so I need to send him the link. Do you know what I mean? And he's gonna come on and talk. So I've sent him the link. He's gonna come on, and of course he will talk. You see, this is what it takes to be a member. You call me directly, we have a conversation, and that's it. You know, so if you're a member, these are the perks you get. You know, and right now he's a member, so he's able to have conversations with me privately on my phone. Can you imagine that? Anyway, let's move on. So, mainnet migration date is set, definitely. And I can tell you that some people might argue it. And trust me, if you ask Nicholas Kokalis, he's never going to confirm it to you. Remember that. He's never going to confirm it to you, because that's not what he's supposed to do. You get me? But I'm telling you that it is going to happen. People might argue it, and like I said, I don't care if people argue it, because that is their prerogative to argue it, and that's my prerogative to ensure that I stick to my guns and tell you this is what is happening on such and such date. Let me move on to the next topic. It leads me on straight away. So Open Network will follow mainnet migration, and a lot of people will be asking, when is it going to follow? Now, a lot would have to happen between the time that mainnet migration starts to take place till when they think they're comfortable enough to, give us the open network. Now, the open network will definitely happen at a certain point. It will happen at a certain point. I've released a video about that as well. Very successful video. Go watch it after this, and you would realize that mainnet migration is happening. And after that, open network will be the next major milestone. But right now, as we speak, whether you've been KYC'd or not, the next major milestone is mainnet migration. Take it or leave it. That is the next major milestone. However, what follows that, almost not immediately, but what follows that, maybe after 3 to 6 months, depending on how successful the KYC process is, the KYC solutions are, and of course the mainnet migration process as well. Because remember, mainnet migration would always be after you've been fully KYC'd. So if you've been verified, then immediately you get your mainnet migration taking place. And then, of course, the ecosystem starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger as we speak. You get what I'm saying? So that's what's going to happen during that period. Trust me, it's going to be fun. And I'm loving it. I'm loving every bit of this. I'm loving every bit of this. Now, the mainnet migration date. So the mainnet migration date, I revealed it in that video, but I'll still tell you here. The mainnet migration date that I told you about was going to be towards the end of the year. So it could be from the 25th of December. What they do is they never, ever, ever give us anything on Christmas Day. Just remember that. They never give us anything on Christmas Day. So what do? They give us stuff on before Christmas or after Christmas. So it's going to be after Christmas because they wanted to celebrate Christmas, and then they will release this one, ensuring that we all get into the open network, which we don't have to rush towards. That's why they will take their time. Let us enjoy the enclosed network. Let us enjoy our ecosystem. Let us experience how we do our transactions within our own ecosystem, which will ensure that we might not even need open network, even if it happens, unless you're in this for your own personal gain. But if you're in it as a for the team, the 33 plus odd million people, I mean, if you're in it for all of us, then you know that you might not even need the open network. The open network will just be for us to just brag and say, yeah, we're here now. We're one of the big boys. What have you got to say? We are one of the big boys. That's what we're going to do. So, it is going to happen, and it's going to be great. Anyway, don't forget, this is one of the messages I sent to you. I said, become a member and support the Race United channel. This is dear to my heart. When I say support the Race United channel, it is important that you try to support the Race United channel, because right now, as I speak, I've got a few members who are doing that. And one of them is this gentleman here, Jeff Dabby. He's the one that called me a few minutes ago because he didn't have the link. Obviously, I thought he pressed the notification button, but he hasn't. So from now on, Jeff, please press the notification button. And don't worry, very soon I'm going to share the link. Actually, no, let me share the link right now. So anybody that wants to phone in can phone in. And of course, I'll prioritize my members and my moderators first over anybody. So I'll pick you one by one. Today is not the yeah, so I'm just gonna, yep. So the link is there. That's the link. So if you want to phone in, the link is right there. I know a few people want to phone in. So if you want to phone in, please do so. If you're not a member, then of course it's going to be a little bit difficult for you. I think, no, if you're not a member, I think you should be able to phone in. Yes, you should be able to phone in. Let me see. If you're not a member, yes, because it's StreamYard, so you should be able to phone in. Yeah, you should be able to phone in. Yep, you should be able to phone in. That's true. You should be able to phone in. You can phone in, obviously, using YouTube, of course, via YouTube. So that is going to be really, really interesting. I'm loving that, to be honest. I'm loving that. And yeah. Anyway, let's continue. So the link is on the screen. Let's continue. Let me just do what I do best. So Yeah, so open network dates, like I said, is there for everyone to see right now. Like it's gonna be in and around the towards the end of this year. Now, a lot of people are like, why is it towards the end? Listen, one thing at a time. How can you get open network if you don't have KYC? How can you get open network if Pi apps aren't in operation? How can you get open network if mainnet migration hasn't taken place? So open network is something that I tell people don't think about that now, but I have to tell you exactly what's happening because I believe it's my prerogative to inform you about what's happening. You get what I'm saying? So when I do that, you take it in good faith. Anyway, don't forget, smash the like button, guys. 30 of you here. The like button has not been smashed. So I need all of you. I need all of you to smash that like button. And when you watch the video, you want the replay of this, please try and smash it as well. It helps YouTube elevate it so I can get more views. I need the views. I need the views. So I'm not gonna lie about that. I need the views. And of course, this at the end of the day is also my part-time business. You get what I mean? So every business needs capital to run it. Therefore, I entreat those of you that are not members yet to become members. So to do so, the link is right there. I think, let me see if it's something that you can click on. Yes, you can click on it. The link is there. Click on that link, become a member, and help the channel grow. Support the channel. That's all you can do. Support the channel grow. That's all. And you will see the improvements I'm going to do because obviously I'm not just here to stagnate. I'm here to progress. So yeah, open network date revealed. I've told you that. So now let me do a recap. So if anyone wants to phone in, please, this is your opportunity to do that. If you want to phone in, this is your opportunity to do that. Anybody can phone in, so please do that. Now, what am I doing here? So I spoke about a few things. I've spoken about a few things. If you're just new, you should know that today is episode 24 of the Pi Network live phone-in show. 24, episode 24. I remember when I started with episode 1 last year around August, September. And here we are. We are on that. And then I spoke about mass KYC. I gave you an update on that. I've released a few videos recently. I've spoken a bit about that, so I spoke about that as well. Pi apps will be ready in the second quarter, and I said we are in the second quarter. So just keep your eyes peeled, your ears, opened widely, so everybody, will be alert to know when the Pi apps are ready in this second quarter. It could happen any moment between now and the end of June. It could happen, or it could coincide with mainnet migration. Who knows? And I also, spoke a little bit about the Pi account safety. Now, that is something that is also dear to my heart. And I keep telling people account safety is paramount. You need to make sure your account is always safe. And then I spoke about enclosed network, which is ongoing. It's ongoing at the moment, and a lot of things are happening behind the scenes. So, again, let the core team do their work. They're doing a lot. Let them do their work. Software engineering, cryptography, they're not easy stuff. You get what I'm saying? They're not easy. One little hiccup could affect everything, becomes a domino. So you don't want that. So everything is meticulously done. Give them the time to do everything, so we will come out victorious and, of course, successful as well. And I spoke about mainnet migration date, which is set. I said watch the video to get the details. I mean, my recorded and released video. Watch that. But if you haven't yet watched it and you're still here, I told you it was going to be on Pi 2 day. If not, it will be just before or just after, but it will definitely be around that date, specifically Pi 2 day, which is 28th of June 2022. Again, within the second quarter. So a lot of things within this second quarter could happen. You know how the core team work? What they do is they would go quiet and suddenly they'll start bombarding us with things. You know how they are. So they've gone a little bit quiet because things are happening behind the scenes. That's when you need to expect things to happen. And then once it happens, it will be happening thick and fast. You get me? So just be patient. Let me do my job as I do with you lot, and let the core team do their job as they do with us lot. You get what I'm saying? Right. I spoke about that, and I also spoke about open network to follow mainnet migration, and that would take some time to happen because when I say take some time, between 3 to 6 months, but specifically 6 months. So which means that from June ending till what I call the year ending, I'll start doing the countdown after mainnet migration. So I'm not going to do countdown to mainnet migration yet. because my sources are still telling me, even though the date could be on the 28th of June, they're still holding off anything else. So I don't want to be specific with that, even though I know it's specific. It's very certain that it could be around or on in and around that day. Smash the like button, guys. Don't forget, smash that like button, like Chris said. Chris said you should smash that like button, of course. Um, yeah, Chris is definitely here. He says smash the like button. Brian is also here. One of my moderators, of course, is also here. So if you're a moderator, you get to chat. They're not members yet, but they're moderators. I chose them, which means that they're able to chat, but they might not enjoy certain things that real members, I mean, full members enjoy. Like Jeff is able to call me and ask me for the link and all of that. But I'll be doing specific videos as well with members very, very soon, just members. And it will probably not even be on YouTube. It will just be video call or something, or a Zoom call, just to have conversations with them. And that's going to happen as well. It will not be on YouTube. It will be Zoom calls, me and them having our own conversations. Because what's the point of releasing a video when only 15 people are going to watch it? Because that's the number of members I have. Out of 6,000 subscribers, I only have 15 members. That is not good. That is not good, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so um I spoke about that, and then I told you a lot about the date. So the open network date revealed, of course. I revealed it to you last week, and I told you it was going to be end of the year. Specifically, could be between 26th of December and the 31st of December. So that's exactly what could happen when we get into. When the open network could take place. Now it's going to be very interesting. I mean, a lot of things are happening, and I'm really excited about what is going to happen between mainnet migration, which is around or on Pi today or Pi 2 day, and then end of the year. Listen, a lot will be happening then. There will be mini releases, updates, back and forth. People will be trying to check out of Pi. People will be joining Pi. People will be optimistic about Pi. People will be pessimistic about Pi. People will be jealous of Pi. People will be loving every bit that's happening. We're going to have that from now till end of the year when open network takes place. And even when it does take place, you will still have the usual suspects, the usual pessimists, the usual critics. But you need critics, not pessimists, but you need critics. And when they come in, they critique everything you do and say. And of course, you look back on it and review it to see if what they're saying carries bite. And if it does carry some bite, you take notice, and do something about it. So that is what I've spoken about so far. And I just want to add one more thing. This is something I like doing lately. Many thanks to my Ukrainian viewers. Listen, they've become the third most viewing country out of all the countries that watch, the people from the various countries that watch my channel. Third now, and they're catching up with the United States big time. Ukrainians are catching up with the United States when it comes to views on my content. So all my hats off to them. I really, really, really love the fact that upon everything that's happening in their country, they still find the time, whether it's 1 second or 10 seconds or 1 minute or 10 minutes to watch my content. I really appreciate that. So all of you, wherever you're at, if you're a member, send it in there, give some kudos to them. And if not, let's see how it goes. Guys, you need to phone in. If you don't, I may leave you. So Brian and Jeff and Chris, if you're there, phone in. Let's have a conversation. We have 30 minutes to go. Let's use the 30 minutes to have a conversation about the content that we've discussed today. Remember, if you don't know the content, let me just tell you exactly what I've discussed so we stay within context. So, mass KYC update, I spoke about that in case you don't know. I spoke about the readiness of the Pi utility apps in the second quarter. I spoke about Pi network account safety. I spoke about the enclosed network, which is ongoing. Yes, Brian, I'll be with you very soon, my guy. I'm going to be with you soon. Don't worry about that. I can see you. Mainnet migration, of course, happening very soon. I told you about the dates or when it's going to happen. Open network as well. It will follow mainnet migration. I gave you a reveal of that as well. That may not be as categorical as the mainnet migration date, but it's very it makes sense for it to take place 6 months after the mainnet migration day. And then, of course, I gave thanks to our Ukrainian brothers and sisters, and so that is something I did. So yes, I think I've done two recaps now, so I'm happy with that. Now, those of you that haven't caught up, you can now catch up. Brian, yes. Brian is saying congrats to Ukraine. Listen, they're catching up when it comes to views with the United States. Now, Brian is going to come on very, very soon. I think there's something wrong with his network. He's going to come on soon. So when it comes on, I'll bring him on and we will have a proper conversation. Brian, I'm going to get you in very soon. So let's do this. Let's do this. Yes, Brian, my guy, what's happening?
Good morning, Mr. Ray.
Good morning, my brother. What's going on? What's up with you in the morning in where you're at? Detroit. What's happening there?
I, uh, it's not a bad day today,
Yeah.
but I need to say something first. Oh, first of all, what? Ukraine? Wow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ukraine, man, they shocked me. Like, I
Wow.
don't watch my analytics. I see statistics and that, and I was looking, and Ukraine is catching up with United States at the moment. They are catching up. You know, Ukraine now
Listen,
for about 8% of the viewership on my channel. United States almost 10%. Nigeria is 23%. So, like, it's a lot. 9% is a lot. And listen, I respect the people of Ukraine. I can't even say it anymore. I respect them.
me too. And
Yeah,
listen, I'm not like Mr. Political or
no,
none of that.
I don't do
But
politics.
as far as they watching, but you know what? One thing I found out Ukraine got a little time to do some watching because
Oh yeah,
Ukraine is strong over there. Okay,
exactly.
I did not
Exactly.
know that the Russian army is very strong and they
No,
still
no.
around. So that's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, yesterday,
Ukraine,
yeah, you know what happened
I
yesterday?
like y'all. Okay,
The
y'all stand
Eurovision
up.
Award. Yeah, they won the Eurovision music concert. Ukraine won it. Yeah, they won it. They won it. And you know what happened? The soldiers, sorry, the guys that won it said they're going back to the battlefield, the front line, to defend their country. Can you imagine that? So, if listen,
That's
hats
commendable, man.
off to
That's
them.
stand up. I don't even know if I have all that in me, so that is saying something about them. So, hey,
Yeah,
my hat is off to y'all over there. Okay. And
absolutely.
keep watching.
Yep,
And
keep
I
watching.
like Ukrainian women anyway.
Yeah.
I
They're
like
beautiful.
them over there.
They're
So,
beautiful.
what's going on, Ray? Listen, I need to tell all the pioneers something, man. I saw something today that shocked me more
Hmm.
than I've ever been shocked. And I've
Yeah,
been playing with the stock market and all that stuff and reading charts and everything. And I found out that everything can be manipulated today.
yeah, yeah.
I found that out.
Absolutely.
So, all pioneers, I want to give y'all the best advice that I can give everybody right now is push your button, stop investing in any other cryptocurrencies, and just wait
Hmm.
everything out for Pi Network. I promise you.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
think that's the best idea that I can
Absolutely.
give anybody. It's a really bad time, and the value of pi is astronomical right now because of the way it won't be able to be manipulated because of the backers that we have. We have people, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks the value of the pi coin is. It doesn't matter if it goes up, fluctuates up and down. There is a place that is going to always have a value for the pi coin, and it's going to be higher than the value in the market at all
Absolutely.
times. So just
Absolutely.
know that that pi coin is backed by people that are saying, like me, if I had some kind of store or I sold some cars or whatever, I would say, hey, I don't care what the Bitcoin is, what they think it is. This is what I'm taking it for. Listen, the community, there are some people saying, man, my little video, my my prediction, I need to slap myself. That's terrible. That's terrible. I'm
Yeah.
horrible. Listen,
Yeah.
man, everything my prediction said, just throw it out the window. It's higher than that. I don't know. I'm not even predicting no more.
No.
To the moon. Okay, to the
I'm not,
moon.
I'm
That's
not
it.
predicting pie anymore because it's like the bets are off. The bets are
To
off.
the,
You
man, the
understand?
game is over. What are you talking
Yes,
about?
the
It's the
bets are
bet.
off. So I'm
The,
not doing anything. I'm not telling anybody. Listen, I've released videos telling people price of pie now. That's just me saying, look, we could have at least that. We could have at least this. But right now, it's even hard to make videos about the price of pie because from what I've seen, what's happening the past few days with the crash that's happening with crypto. Listen, listen, yeah. Pie is gonna kill it. Pie is gonna.
man, listen,
I,
man. Listen. Soon as it comes out, Pi is gonna be sitting on top of everything, and people just
oh
gonna be
yes,
sitting up there looking at it like, "What's going on?"
yes,
And
definitely,
guess
definitely.
what? The pioneers that have been putting in work, they're gonna be sitting up there looking down on everybody. We're gonna be sitting there, and we're gonna say, "We told you." You know,
Definitely.
this is this is a revolution. Pi is everything, man. It's not just. It's not. It's a means of communication. It's me.
Yeah.
Listen, you can get on there and chat with somebody from
Oh yes,
wherever.
yes. You can. You
You know what
can.
I'm saying? So
You know, you can chat with somebody. They've created a facility where we can chat with somebody, personalize it. You know, choose that person, copy their text, chat with them. You know, then they will respond if they're there. You know, you can have normal conversations with people. You can't spam
even
it.
Ukraine,
Yeah,
even
Ukraine.
Ukraine right now.
Exactly. You can't even spam it. Ukraine are watching. They're doing their thing. They understand pie. You get what I'm saying? Let me let
Yeah.
Jeff. I believe Jeff has got something to say. Jeff, what's up? Long time.
Good evening, boss. Good evening. Happy Sunday.
Happy.
What's up? And I can't see you, Jeff. Trying to see you.
Yeah,
I
Jeff
can't
is
see
my
you.
name.
I can't see him though. Okay. Come on in, Jeff.
Yeah,
Yes, Jeff.
yeah. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. What's
Good
happening? I mean,
afternoon.
long. It's been a while. You know this guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's one of my main members. Do you know that? Uh,
Oh,
uh,
I
uh,
didn't know.
yeah, he is. He is.
What's going on, Jeff?
He's
Good
one
to
of the.
see you. Okay.
You know what I
Thank
mean?
you,
So
sir. Thank you, sir.
yeah. So what's your question today? What have you got to say, or a contribution, or whatever? What have you got to say today?
Yeah, boss. What I got to say today is thank you very much for a lot that you're doing for your brothers here in the Paris show.
Mm,
At least we will keep the ground running, and it is just those who don't know much about Pi, that doesn't know what Pi is going to do,
mm,
that is still behind on this network. But I and my own team, I think we are doing great. But I always come alive to see that they are all encouraged.
mm.
My question to you is: I have two of my any team that has passed KYC, a good one for me, though I've not gotten mine yet.
So that's a good.
I'm trusting that I think anytime soon it will show up. I
Yes,
have
yes.
some bad guys, some bad actors I suspected on my earning team, and I want to ask: there's such people, will they also get KYC? Those who are running some multiple accounts. What is your take on that?
All right. So this is simple. I can just say it as simple as possible. What you need to do, Jeff, is that you can report them. That's what you should do. So that there is a facility, a tool where you can press report, and so if you report, the core team will take it up. So from there, it will not be between you and the earning team members that are having their accounts compromised, but it will be between the core team and them. So you do your job to report them, and then everything will be done behind the scenes. You get what I'm saying? So that's what you need to do. Let me see exactly what you need to do while we're here. So if you go to your Pi app, you click on because I think I've done a few. I've done a few to some of them, not all of them. A few of them. But let me show you
What was
exactly
the end part, Ray? Did he? I got cut out right there on the end.
what was that?
What he did? What happened at the end? He said some of his security circle, his earning team.
Yeah, it's earning team. It says a few people, two people particularly in this earning team are doing dodgy things, and
Oh,
yeah, so he feels like he doesn't want those type of people on his earning team. So what does he do about it? And I said, well, what you can do is to simply report them. That's the only thing you can do, and see what happens afterwards. There
this is
isn't
and,
you can do.
and also, they're in your earnings team, but don't make sure they're not in your security circle.
Exactly. That's it.
Okay, that's important. That's the
Yeah,
most important. You don't want them in your security
yeah. Your
circle
security circle should be
Yeah,
because
people.
some bad actors are suspected on my earning team running some multiple accounts. You
Yeah.
see that? And I've warned them that just to do you guys no good. Stop running multiple accounts. It's just one
You,
account.
So what you do?
you know,
Let me tell you what you do. So you go to menu. When you go to menu, you click on referral team, and then when you click on referral team, on your top right of that, you will see report. You click on report, and then you will see the list of your the people on the pioneers on your earning team. The one that you suspect, you just click on them, and then you follow the instructions from there. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's all you do. It's simple. So you go to your earning team, referral team, click on it, and then go to report on the top right corner, and then the rest will take place from there on. That's all you need to do. Yeah. So nothing.
Right, that's fine.
Really, nothing difficult.
and you know what, Ray, I'm excited to. You know what, I was feeling real bad because I told you I seen some manipulation that just broke my heart.
Oh
But
yeah.
I'm excited now just to hear another pioneer excited like me.
Yep.
You, him.
Absolutely.
It just changed my whole spirits of everything. I
I
don't even
know.
care about nothing else no more. I'm
I know.
proud of. Listen, I'm proud that he's taking the right steps to make sure pie is secure. Because by him doing that, he's making sure mine is secure and yours is secure, and
Exactly.
every other pioneer is secure. So hey,
Exactly.
I appreciate you. I do.
Listen, he's
Shout out
doing
to you, brother.
it.
Damn, I'm happy for y'all. Okay.
Yeah. Jeff,
Where
Jeff,
you from? Where you from, Jeff?
yeah,
Yeah,
Jeff.
I'm a Nigerian.
Nice. Now
Presently in
listen.
Calabar.
Wow,
I'm a
Nigeria
Nigerian.
is y'all Nigerians
Yeah.
are deep over here at Raise United too now. They must be number one.
Oh yeah, they are number one. They are number one
Oh,
by
of
far.
course.
Sure.
Okay.
By
All
far.
right. All right. Shout out to the number ones too now.
Yes.
Okay. You can't
America,
forget about the
Thanks,
number
man.
one.
America is really
Yes.
coming, but Ukraine is also coming. I'm telling you.
Listen, yes, but see, these people like the ones that are really supportive of this channel, those are the ones that get access to us, Ray. They
Oh
can
yeah,
backdoor Ray and talk to Ray
yep,
backdoor like, hey Ray, I need to know this. But
yeah.
that's the value of being a
Exactly,
part of Ray's channel. So you
exactly.
need to become a member. It's
Yes,
very important.
it's very
It's
important.
very important.
Yeah, man.
You
Where are
gotta
you from?
support the channel. I'm from Michigan.
Hello, bro. Where are you from?
Michigan, Detroit, Michigan, Michigan. That's the United States. That's the
United
United States.
States. That's nice. So
Yes.
how many pie you got? How many pie you
Oh,
got?
oh, I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna hide when they ask me when that. Put it like this. Put it
Yeah.
like this.
I
Okay.
don't see
This is
my
what I
body.
will say. This is what I will say. I will give up some pie to the highest viewing country anyway.
Yep.
So if Ukraine catch y'all, woo, I got something for y'all. But listen, I love Nigeria. I want to
Oh
come.
yeah.
I want to come. I actually want to go to Ukraine. Not right now though. I'm not
You're
even
not
gonna
right
lie,
now.
but
You're not right
I'm
now. But we'll
staying with y'all.
definitely be
But I
doing that.
do. Pie to go is
Yep.
giving us the opportunity to go
We
everywhere.
travel everywhere we want. Do you know what I mean?
You don't have to have any. I don't. What kind of money they have in Nigeria?
Naira.
It's
Not
Naira.
Naira, sir. Naira.
okay.
That's our
Naira.
local currency. Naira.
Man, y'all over there are so respectful.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just a difference. It's
Nigerians are
just a
very
difference.
very
I can
respectful.
imagine the way the women are raised over there. I can imagine it's just different. It's different.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks United States is great. Don't believe that.
Don't believe everything you read. Don't believe everything you read. Yeah.
No,
So let's
and
get
as
into
far as KYC goes,
yeah.
everybody, I want everybody to understand that KYC is a very smooth
Oh yeah.
process. There's not going to be a whole lot of rejections. People are
Yeah.
thinking like, "Oh my God, I'm scared of KYC." They know that you guys don't really have pictures and stuff over there like that, so
Yeah.
they trying to fix that. That's
Yeah.
the hold up.
That's the
It,
whole
it
point.
happens.
That's
It
the whole point.
happens in
You know what I mean?
instantly over here. You can get it done in 30 seconds and be through.
Yep.
So they're going to make a full one. And listen, that's some more value to Pi because everybody can adopt this way to
Yep.
be KYC for anything else in the world.
Yep.
Like
Absolutely.
it's a listen, they can do human validators for anything
Yep.
else now. They know how to do it. Pi is the prototype. I take
Absolutely.
that back. Bitcoin was the prototype. Pi is the bomb. Okay,
Yep.
y'all just know if you part of the Pi network, you lucky.
Absolutely. So let me ask both of you a question, especially Brian. You. Let's talk about the security of the account. So right now, obviously, Jeff raised that issue about the security thing and the stuff. What do you think about people's accounts potentially getting compromised and what they need to do to ensure that that never happens? What do you think?
Me, I think that number one, I think Pi is secure. They see everything, y'all. So don't worry too much about it. Make sure that make sure your security circle is number one. But the security of Pi is fine. I don't think that you really need to go into too much other than this is what I figured out from the start. It seems like I mean I know it's a lot that you want to do for Pi and everybody wants to do for Pi, but there's only a certain amount that you can do. You know what I mean? Try to make sure that you surround yourself with the people that just believe like you, and that's all you can do is try to make sure the people that you really care about are doing the right thing. That's the most important thing because Pi is a community, and we want it to be safe. And if you worry about the people that are safe, the the bad actors are going to be phased out anyway on
Mhm.
their own, on their own. And the only people that's going to be bad is is the people that are still doing things that are wrong. Now listen, there were videos of people making fake accounts and all the other stuff, and you can make an extra one. Doesn't even matter. They're going to burn them. You can only KYC one account. That's it.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You KYC one account. That's it. One person to one account. You say, unless listen, they got in AI everything now. So just
Yeah.
know that they checking the algorithms. They know when you pushed it, when somebody else pushed it. You know, it was like it's just a lot. So y'all need to just understand Pi is safe and just try to do the right thing for you guys. You know.
Absolutely.
Oh, MT Music. Go and get them shout outs, Ray. I'm sorry I took up too much time. They
Yeah,
all love you,
it's all right.
man.
It's all right. I've got a few people here. I've got MT Music, watching from Nigeria, of course, saying good afternoon to Brian. Love your energy about Pi, of course. Brian is my guy, man. And we've got Robert White, obviously watching from the United States. Shout out to Robert from the United States. Yeah. So we've got a few people.
Live from the USA. All right, Robert.
So now, guys, you can comment. You can comment. I've opened it now. Members only is gone, so it's now subscribers only. So you can start having a chat on the comment section, the live comment section. So don't worry about that now. Um, Jeff, what do you think about the security that we're supposed to ensure that is strong on our Pi ecosystem? Because me personally, I know Pi is very secure. You know, I've lost my camera, but don't worry, I'm going to bring it back. Pi is very strong. I'm very certain of that, and I'm not really hesitant about what we're supposed to do. So when people talk about a security compromise and all of that, I'm like, nah. Pi as a whole, not compromised.
Mhm.
Individually, people might compromise their own account, and that is what we don't need. So we keep telling people that
Yeah.
look, what you should do. I've released videos about it, but Jeff, in your opinion, what do you think people should do to ensure that their own accounts, because Pi is safe, that I know for sure, but their own individual accounts
Okay.
are safe?
Yeah. You see, Pi, I know that Pi has a very good system, a very good ecosystem secured that no bad actor from any side could just boss in like an LAPD to access anybody's account. But perhaps if you think that your account has been compromised, what I think you should do is to go back to your profile and see how you can change your password. You
Mm.
change your password, update your password so that your account could be entered. Because I know by the time Pi will go into the open network, you see a lot of all these bad guys,
Exactly.
Yahoo guys on Facebook that will come to deceive a lot of guys with some fake updates in
Yep.
order just to access your account. So the good thing I think anyone should do is to see how you can update your password so that your account can be safe and more secured.
Absolutely, Jeff. What you said is spot on. I mean, I can't even refute it. Everything you said, you've taken the words out of my mouth, and I believe Brian would have said a very similar thing as well. So, yeah, listen, we are responsible for our accounts. That's one thing I know for sure. That's why it's our accounts. So I always tell people. I released a video a few days ago. I was surprised it wasn't as popular as my previous videos, but I understand. People want other things as opposed to security, but security is paramount. We need to think about the security of our
Security
account.
is
You know what I mean? We need to
security
think
is
the security of our account
security
because
is important.
it's
Security
very,
is important. That's
you know,
why I don't understand why people wouldn't watch that, because that's what. Well, listen, I don't want anybody to steal my pie. All the work I
good.
put in, the work that you put in. They're giving you an opportunity right now to say, "Hey, it's safe,"
Yep.
and I want to save mine. And no matter what happens, I want you guys to secure it for me. We don't have to do it. They're going to
Yeah.
do it for us. All they're
Yeah.
telling us, they're giving us the opportunity right now. Here, we all did all this work. Come on,
Yeah.
fix
So
it. Make sure that you are rewarded for it and nobody else. They're giving
exactly.
us the opportunity right now. We need to use it.
Yep.
We need to use it.
I mean, with
We
the
need to use
security,
it.
I always tell people it's simple. If you feel like your account is compromised, all you need to do, we've been given the facility and the tools to do that. Update your password, and before you do that, check your email, update it. If you want to change it, and update your password, and make sure the password is something that you memorize. You understand? You don't want to save it anywhere, so memorize your own password. If you do that, your head is, your safety space. You get what I'm saying? So if everything
Yeah.
is stored in your head, you don't. Nobody can coerce you to get any information from you. So I personally would say to maintain security, we don't share anything of ours with anyone. You get what I'm saying? So when it comes to your account, don't share it with anyone, and I mean that. Don't share. The only thing you share is your public key. That's it. Your public key
That's it.
is like your bank account number. You want somebody to transfer money to your account, you give them your bank account number. So your public key is the equivalent of your bank account number. You give them that, and then of course, if they want to transfer some pies to you or whatever, they can do it through that. But don't give anybody your passphrase. Don't give anybody any access to your account whatsoever. And that I mean with every bone in me. That don't do it. Because if you do that, oh yeah, yeah. If you do that, your account will be compromised. And if it's compromised, you will be responsible for that. You can't hold anybody accountable by yourself. So I can't say enough of that. All I can say is people should be very cautious with what they do when it comes to their account. Let me read what Prince Will Chidi is saying. Ray, you're doing a very good job. I watch your program every time and share to my friends. We're all very happy for the job you're doing. Sorry, you're doing. Well done, my man. Thank you so much, Prince Will. Listen, we're all trying here. Brian comes here every morning in the United States. Sometimes Jeff, when he has time, he also comes around. We've got Chris from Pi USA on Facebook. He also comes here. I've got other people like Jonathan. When he has time, he also comes here. I've got the Wiz. He also comes when he has time. So listen, I've got a few people who are my regulars whom I can count on week in, week out. And I understand when they can't come because at the end of the day, we all have personal lives as well. So sometimes the times may be different. So we do understand that people might not have time. MET here is saying that, Mr. Ray, please, can you brief us about the mainnet migration apps that will be moved on June 28th? This one, I'll give it to Brian because I've done too much talking. I'm tired. So, Brian, can you
Okay.
answer? Yeah, please.
Yeah, I can. Okay. The mainnet migration. You said the apps.
Yeah. So it's
Okay.
saying
Just be
mainnet migration apps.
okay. Just brief us about the main migration apps that we moved on. Oh, okay. Well, most of the apps are. Uh, listen, the apps that are being tested right now are most of the apps that they're going to be using. Now, definitely there are definitely um things coming, and Pi is still a baby. Okay, but understand that Pi being a baby, all the rest of the cryptocurrencies aren't anything. Okay, they're just there. Pi is the baby, but it's an adult baby. Like I
Yeah,
don't even really understand how to explain it. But the mic once mainnet migration happens, once and we'll get to see all the apps. There is a um there's a list. I'll get it for you, Ray, and I'll send it to you. There's a list of all the Pi apps. It was like, I don't know, maybe 30 or 35 that I saw. So once mainnet migration happens, that's going to be, it's listen, they said on or about the 28th.
yeah,
It may be before that. We
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know
Before
because
that.
Mass KYC, listen, this is what's going to happen. I believe that they're going to tell you the value of the Bitcoin, and then they're going to do mass KYC, and it's going to be crazy
Mm.
because everybody's going to want to run and do it
Yep.
because they're going to see the value of it,
Yep.
which is smart, which is
Smart.
smart. So let's not wait. You don't even have to worry about all the apps. There are so many of them. Get on Twitter. Look on get on Ray's Twitter. What's your Twitter, Ray?
Oh, it's underscore Raise United at underscore.
Okay. Underscore Rays United. I'm gonna send those apps to you, Ray, when
Yep.
we get off of here,
Yep.
and you can post them. And
Yep.
I'll show you all of them. It's a whole bunch of them. It's too many. Potty Go, Pi J
Yeah.
Mall. Man, there's so many. They
Seen
got.
them. Seen them.
I can't wait to go everywhere I want to go
Yeah.
with those apps.
Absolutely.
I'm never gonna use the American dollar. Sorry.
Nah.
Sorry.
Nah.
Hey,
Nah.
sorry, I'm sorry, y'all. You know, listen, man. I like America, but I don't like their money. Sorry,
Yeah.
I like
Nah.
pie money.
I get it. I get it. I get what you're saying. Listen, let me just add to what Brian said. MET. So what your question obviously is a very very good question. These apps obviously during mainnet migration it will be happening even before that. Remember, we are in the second quarter. So in the second quarter, a lot of things are going to happen. Right now, the core team is working really hard to ensure that mass KYC happens because without that, the mainnet migration can't take place. You get what I'm saying? So we need mass KYC, which is going to happen any moment. You get what? We don't have any dates when it comes to that because, like I said, the core team is so cautious when it comes to mass KYC. Nothing is going to be messed up. So they work things out. They're thinking about every single human being, every single pioneer in every corner of the world. You get what I'm saying? They're thinking about everybody. So they're doing what they have to do to ensure that people get KYC, which is
And that includes Ukraine, y'all. So I
exactly
know I
everything you
had
said.
it.
They're prioritizing Ukraine as well. You know, they're
Yes, and
prioritizing.
I saw, and you know what, and honestly, that includes Russia as well.
Oh
I
yeah, of course.
saw something today that's saying that and they've been saying this from the start. No pioneer be left behind. Listen, I think that something's going to happen for everybody. So let's just slow down and just believe in the core team. We got it, number one. Y'all got to understand that these people are smart. They're geniuses. So all we have to do is trust them, especially when it comes to like KYC. Everybody is going to get what they're supposed to get. I believe that wholeheartedly. So let's just continue to they listen. So far, listen, they've been telling the truth so far, and it's
Oh
looking
yeah.
good. Now, okay, the date's looking a little shaky. Sometimes the date's looking a little shaky, but hey, I'd rather it be late and right than early and have what happens to all the rest of the cryptocurrencies
Yeah.
down the drain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anyway, final words from Jeff first. So, Jeff, what are your final words? What have you got to say before we leave? And then I'll go to Brian and then myself.
Okay, my final word here is to encourage my fellow pioneers in this community that you see, pi is money. Pi is money. I normally say I pity those who are not mining because by the time pi will enter the open network, a lot of us will regret why they knew about Pi years ago or months ago, and they all ignored to mine this Pi coin. So I'm encouraging my fellow pioneers to keep mining, keep mining. That's what I have to say. Thank you, sir.
All right, Brian. Thank you so much, Jeff. Brian, what have you got to say to the people that are watching?
Listen, uh, listen, it's good to see some other pioneers that believe. And listen to that. Look at that. He had his KYC, Gabriel. All right. There's
Yeah,
some good news for everybody, man. So
it's a
don't
validator
listen,
as well.
y'all.
It's a
Listen,
validator.
everybody got a hold tight and hold on, man. Pie is gonna change everything for a lot of people. And y'all just gotta believe and know what you got. Now listen, don't get discouraged with pie because listen, I had like 200 and some people I signed up, and there's only 18 people mining, and it hurts me so bad.
Hmm.
But hey, I make sure mine is pushed. I make sure my family's is pushed. I make sure the people that I care about is pushed, and that's all I can do. And that's what y'all do. I hope that they do the same thing.
Yep.
And that's it, y'all. That's it. Keep pushing it. Listen, it's the easiest job in the world
Yeah.
right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So a few microseconds. All right. So I would just add to say, look, I've spoken about a lot of things. I spoke about KYC updates, mass KYC. I spoke about the readiness of the Pi apps in the second quarter, which we're in. I also spoke about in depth about the Pi network security. Sorry, Pi network account security, and we discussed a bit about the enclosed network, which is ongoing. Mainnet operations date, which I believe has been set 28th or before or a little bit after, but it will be definitely within the end towards the end of June. Open Network will follow mainnet migration. I spoke about that. And of course, Open Network's date. Now, that is not really categorical, but from what I've learned, that's what I've learned. Remember, it will take a little while because we need our ecosystem to be much stronger during the enclosed network, during the mainnet migration. So, obviously, we need that before we can go into the open network. So, that has ensured that from my information, the sources that I have, which are more reliable than any source I know when it comes to Pi network, it will be towards the end of the year. And I looked at it, and from my own the way I ascertained it to be is going to be end of the year, just like they did with Mainnet. Mainnet was end of the year, which is what I predicted, and it happened. So the same trend is what they're going to follow to ensure that open network, which is the main mainnet, happens. And I'm not worried about mainnet because at the end of the day, we have our own ecosystem, and our ecosystem is
Right.
bigger than any exchange. So I'm not really worried so much about open network. What I think about right now is what's happening within our own network, which is during this enclosed network. That is what I'll be thinking about. So guys, as you're here, remember that you need to keep pushing that button. It's very important. Every 24 hours, we say every day, push that button. That's the
I
basic,
be mad. Listen,
you know.
mine that
That's
got switched to mine that got switched to 2 o'clock in the morning some kind of way, man. I'm hurt.
yeah, me
But
too.
I
Me too.
listen, I'll get up and crawl
Because
to that
I
mug
sleep
and push
late.
that
I
button
sleep
too.
very late because mine is like I think 1 a.m. or so. So I sleep late,
Man,
because I'm thinking if I wait till the morning, I'm gonna lose 5 6 hours of Pi mining. So I
that's
can't
a man, you know how much that is hurting me to
exactly.
lose that?
It's a lot of money. So I'm thinking, nah, I'm not doing that. Let me just mine at 1 a.m. Which is sad, but it is what it is. I have to do it. You know what I mean?
I don't
So
like the way my transferable balance looks though. I don't like that.
yeah, I know. Sometimes it happens. That's why you need to get your people to get KYC. Remind them that they should keep their IDs with them so they'll get KYC because that is what's gonna help you with
You're
your
right.
balance. And you don't like your transferable balance, but it's gonna be great. You know what I mean? It's gonna be great.
You're
So
right, even that, but still, damn.
yeah,
Those other numbers look good. Don't they look good?
all of it with your earning team. All of your pies with your earning team. That's the thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
I'm
you
listen.
don't
I'm
dependent on
check. I be checking on my security circle. Like, hey, are y'all okay? Are you
yeah,
alive? Did you go to the? Did you make it to your doctor's appointment? That shit.
absolutely. Yeah, so everybody should congratulate Gabriel. Gabriel's got his KYC done and he's a validator now. So let's congratulate Gabriel. I really appreciate that he's told the group here and everybody should
Maybe
know.
on the next one, Ray. you can
Yeah,
have him, since Gabriel is already a validator, he can call in and explain how that process goes
exactly. You can tell
for
people how it's
everybody.
so. Gabriel, maybe the next phone in show, you can come in and phone in, have a conversation with us. Tell us exactly what happened. How the process went, especially the validator part, because I know the KYC one. The process is kind of straightforward as well, but the validator part, people don't know. So come here, tell us, and let everyone know exactly what happened. And if you can DM me as well, maybe I can invite you and become one of the guests here. Special guest Gabriel Dees. You know what I mean? And we can enjoy your company. So DM
Hello,
me.
Ray.
Yeah,
Hello, Ray.
yeah.
There is also a lady on my editing team that has passed KYC, and Pi Network has made her also a validator. And I was like, kind of wow.
Yes.
And the lady is validating just some pioneers from our country, which she has been showing me all the good jobs she has been doing. And I
This is
said,
what
this
I'm
is
talking
something
about.
that I was hoping to be.
Yeah,
How do you
don't
do
worry.
that?
Don't
How
worry.
do you
Things are
do that? She said, no, it just come and then I
Listen,
did it.
Ray. Listen, Ray. You may have to do a special show that's a little earlier because of this, because there's so many people asking me this question
yeah.
about the validator and how it works. And you can put that up on Twitter real quick for everybody to see it. Go to Ray's channel, Ray's Twitter page, and he'll put it up. And we can have them call in and let them know. Because I haven't been picked to be a validator. I'm hurt. Let me
Don't
get some more pie.
worry. Well,
No,
like
exactly, exactly. I was hurt when the lady from my earning team told me that she's a validator, and I said, "How do you do that?" I almost applied for it, and I didn't get it. And you are a validator? She said yes, and she asked less than 1,000 pi, and I've got 17,000, and yet I'm not a validator, not even to pass KYC. And she's a validator. I think I will invite her on your next show here live so that maybe she will tell us more about that. How she get to do it.
yep, definitely, definitely. Invite her. But the thing is, remember, the selection is random, so there
Yeah.
are no prejudices as to how the selection is made. It's random, but there's one thing that was said by the core team, which I need people to know when it comes to certain selections. So countries which have what we call the bottleneck, so countries where people it's very hard to get validators because there aren't many pioneers. They prioritize them. So what they do is they go to smaller countries. When I say smaller countries, countries with much fewer number of pioneers, and then they go there randomly, pick people. It's random. Remember, the country is not random, but the selection is random. And then they get them validated. The core team do that. They get them KYC, get them validated, and then after that, the process of KYC in that country or that territory becomes much easier. You understand? So those of us
Yeah.
in much larger countries with a larger amount of pioneers, we are just going through the random selection because we are in larger countries with larger numbers of pioneers. So that's exactly what's happening with us. So anybody could be selected. Somebody you invited, somebody that joined 3 4 months ago, somebody that joined 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So it could be anyone. As long as you've gone past 3 months of being a pioneer, you could be selected to being being KYC, and then eventually getting to be a validator. So that is what's been happening. So don't worry about that because it's random. Remember that it's random, and there's so many people getting KYC. But we'll get to a point when everybody would have the opportunity to do it, not simultaneously, but at any time they want within 6 months. And that could be any moment. Remember that. That could be any moment. So keep that in mind. Nobody's losing out on KYC. Everybody's getting KYC as long as they've got the right documentation. So, guys, I don't have much to say. Thank you so much, guys, for coming on. Brian, thank you so much for coming. Of course, my guy Jeff as well. Thank you so much for coming, and I appreciate everything you guys are doing, the hard work behind the scenes that we all do, of course, as pioneers and as people. So next week, we're gonna have this similar show on Sunday, same time. But this week, I'm gonna release a video, very interesting video on Wednesday. So, guys, find time and watch it, share it with your people. And if you want to become a member, like Brian said, like Jeff said, become a member and let's grow the channel. So, Jeff, nice seeing you. And I'll see you again. You can chat later on if you want.
Thank
Brian,
you, boss.
no doubt. Brian, you're
See
my
you.
guy. Yeah, you're my guy. So obviously we will talk privately as well. Guys, the name is Ray. The channel is Race United, and the word is peace. Race United.